Welcome back, everyone, to some more Out of Ore. Or with Ore. Um, Without Ore? I don't know. It's Ore-ish. Has Ore-ish capabilities. Alright, we're back. So I had a thought. Obviously, this area is going to be the smelter when we can, say, afford it. And in the meantime, I have to do some mining. Anyways, because, well, the big factor to this whole thing is we need to be able to afford to finish said building that we're attempting. So that brings us to a new subject, and that, simply put, is let's open up some ground and see what we can find. Obviously, I can pour it all off to the side here, so I might as well run all of this because I don't know how much I'm going to have. So basically, I'm thinking if we come straight out to even out to here, and I'm going to find something cheap to put here as markers. I don't know if there's stakes or whatnot. Is there a stake? No. Post? The LED light. Pole. Just a power pole, huh? What is your cheapest power pole? That'd be 150. That'll work. Let's buy a few of those. We'll use those as my markers. So let's go to about here. That gives me a good angle, and I guess we'll just wander back over here. We'll get rid of most of this road anyways, so I'm thinking back to here and then back out. So that means anything, including this. There we go. 90th time is the charm. We're getting good wood out of this, alright? Hit the right sweet spot. I need a better axe. I don't know if I could actually hit that. Oh, apparently not. Alright, so we'll knock these ones down. Maybe. Possibly. I don't understand axe. There we go. I'm just not close enough. That's it. It'll be in tree. There we go. So yeah, that's basically, again, if I come back out with the pole somewhere around this angle here and clean out this will be our new cut. So that should give us something to work with. Yeah, apparently I just have to be inside the tree. Not so much with those ones. Alright, so if I go over here, yeah, I've got to clear out these ones as well. The only reason why I'm doing this instead of just like knocking them down with the loader and running them through is, one, wood is not so good with your conveyor belts, but and this is also another reason behind everything too. So yeah, that's my plan. Actually, these power poles work pretty good as survey markers. So yeah, I don't care about the old town or whatnot up there. Pfft, it don't be bothering me any. So yeah, I've got some power pole markers here now that I can work with, which is awesome. And yeah, we are just, oh yeah, that works out way better. I'll just come straight across the edge here, and we'll dump everything into we'll dump everything off the edge. And quasi-flat. Like, I mean, I am no professional when it comes to leveling this off perfectly dead nuts flat, so this is all just going to be basically chew it out as much as I can. If it's not perfect, who cares? I can always dig her down and make a deeper cut later. For right now, our main project is just to flatline it. There's the first bucket load of the night. Won't be near the rock truck any. If anything else, at some point we'll probably have another extension of something. Alright, I'm gonna try to angle do hickomer thinger myself here. There we go. Well, doesn't seem like much, but that's 3 bucketfuls so far. And I mean, there's pay dirt in here. There's gonna be a ton of dirt. Alright, that mostly went underneath. Feel like pretty soon I need to park some concrete blocks on the edge. Just for protection. Yes, drive so far inside the fucking hole there that you just take off the cab with the overburden on top. Yeah, that'll work. Really? You're jiggle jagging your way all across there. Stop with the jiggle jagger. Jiggle. English is not my first language, apparently. Alright, let's turn around. If there's any lumps from what I just did, it shall be removed. So yeah, this is my new little cut. I like the power pole idea. I actually got that from another guy's video because I was trying to figure out before, and I was going, what the heck did he call them? Stakes, poles, power poles. Yeah, that's what he used. He used the cheap power poles. I do mean they are working, so I mean that works. Oh, there's a good bucket full of coal. And the reason why I'm running all the overburden is because there is a ton of pay dirt. There is a ton of pay dirt in it. There's a ton of coal. There's a ton of dirt itself, but I mean, hang on while I make a text. Alright, backing up. Apparently it's raining. I bet that would be gooey and muddy and all sorts of fun fandango stuff. Alright, well, you my friend. I need to take that top off. Now this will get thinner, I know, because there's a dip over there, but whatever. Alright, so okay, and off we go. We'll do a bunch of cleaning, then we'll go down, because I can't afford to build any more of the building until then. Alright. Trying to teach at the same time as doing this. Alright, that needs to go down. Okay, that's a big... Alright, turn. Alright. Oh, my fuel is low. Oh, I guess that happens when you just sit there texting all night, huh? Alright, let's keep on moving. Just keep on moving. Like how that is quick and easy. It doesn't cost anything. Alright, so we gotta get close to that power pole a bit over here. I mean, we have actually dug a decent hole tonight already, despite me texting all the time. Okie dokie. Danger is being averted. Okay, I'll try to tackle it from this side this time. Let's see if that works out much better. Well, quasi. Still have a pile to remove, but... Because I was thinking about this before, going, you know... The one major issue that I have is, yeah, we cleared enough to build the building, but I also need finances to build the building, because apparently it's expensive as balls. So, with saying that, we might as well clear off a bigger spot. That way I can put the fuel tank in here, build a road or something around that I can work with, and, you know, just overall do a little bit better planning than let's just build a building here. We are building at the top of the pit, naturally. We're not going to be goobers and put it in the bottom. Yes, I did just say goobers. Alright, that's a heavy friggin' load. It looks like we're gonna have to do some pickaxing here soon. Like right now. Alright. Yeah, it looks like I got a hell of a mess here. Okay, it's on this side. It is working down, so that works. Yeah, don't throw those away. Otherwise, you'll be trying to buy the frickin' screws over for the faceplates. That gets annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell this stuff. I'm not gonna try to individually dump it, man. I don't know if I can get that off there or not. I can. Nice. I don't know about the inside one. I did get it off on the inside. Just gotta find that magical hitbox where this one might be hiding. There it is. Okay, so when it disappears on it, dig this back just a little bit, make sure that I don't dig it back too far, because after all, the excavator is sitting on that. Alright, back to the cell. We got 1 coal for 9, dirt is 17, pay dirt is 21. That was all that was there. It wasn't much. The funny part is she just doesn't know. That's why she's asking. Oh, 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 oh. Raise it up, raise it up. Dump it. There we go. Oh, see, is this clean? So, yep. I am going to probably go down to the pit pretty soon. I have no idea how much I've actually dug out. I mean, 10, 12 buckets, it's not really that much, but we're getting a hole dug. My system does work. As half-assed as it is, it does work. There goes some mushrooms. Some of the tree roots are still holding things together. Here's your territory. Well, wow, that's really built up. Crap. I don't know if it's the edge or what. I'm gonna have to get down there and clean that out, aren't I? They have to do it with the real ones. Oh yeah, this is bad in here. I am gonna have to use some of these blocks, I think, on the side and or metal or something. Alright, dig my mess out. See, it's just like real life. Gotta get rid of the shit off the side though first. Okay, side stuff's coming off. The shovel, that's a good idea. I should use the shovel. As soon as I get it cleared off enough, I should use the shovel to pat it down, clean it up a bit. And we've dug out a lot and there's still problems here. I just can't seem to get it right now. There we go. Anytime it starts telling me about the machine. Let's try to smooth out that edge so it's not so bad. Wonder if there's anything we can do under here. Oh yeah, technically. I got promoted. Level 9. Truck driver tier 3, man. Alright, let's try this. Appears to be a problem child right there, but I'm still not. It's like as soon as it detects that it's part of the machine, it's like, no, you can't get rid of that anymore. I almost want to say what we could do is this. Temporarily get this cleaned up in here. Kind of like this. Do a little preemptive cleaning. There we go. Sometimes you have to just remove the equipment, clean around it. There we go. One more nubbin there. There we go. I think that's better. There we go. Let's go back to P. Let's put that back on here. Magically, it's delicious. There we go. We got her all cleaned up again. All right, so now let's see. Well, we magically made some cash. Not much, but we made some. All right. Well, we did get that cleaned up. So would a steamroller technically back this correctly? So if I looked at the vehicles, ooh, 6 million, ooh, 6 million, ooh. We get it, you idiot. Paving. That's an asphalt roller, but yeah. Designed for compacting and leveling surfaces, this machine is essential for foundations in construction and roadways. It's 83,000 though. I actually really want to try it. I don't have any pavement, so I can't do any of that. This stuff isn't really necessarily gravel. I mean, maybe that is some gravel? What are you? Pay dirt. It is entirely just pay dirt. Alright, well that does not help me any. That ain't gonna help me much. Leveling that section up did not quite work according to my plan. My master plan is failing. Alright, shovel boy. Shovel boy. Okay, it's surprising how well that works. Yeah, there's another hole. I immediately just fix everything and then create my own new hole and hell. Also be fantastic to have a bigger loader. Why is every game I play, all I'm doing is like real life? Oh, I'd love to do this. I would love to do that. I can't do anything because I have no money. I did kind of blow up partially on that building, so I mean. That was a huge chunk of pay dirt right there. It looks like some coal too. Like I said, we moved a pile. I mean, I would probably think about getting the one roller real soon anyways. If I have like $80,000 down there, I'd probably think about it, because then it'd be a heck of a lot quicker than the shovel. Actually, having the big dual one does make a difference, because it's a way bigger landing spot for all that crap. Oh, we have some floating dirt. Careful of the floating dirt. It is very magical. I have a rock truck. I am not using it. At some point I'll be back to using it. Oh, there's a pile of dirt here. Immediately pay dirt like 3 feet down from it, but we have a ton right here. Oop. Oh, I'm not to the pole yet, anyways. Not quite to the pole, but I'm getting there. have actually dug out a decent amount tonight. I guess I should probably wander down into the pit. Oh, we found a chunk of coal. And this is also setting us up, besides having a huge landing pad up here, it's also setting us up for another cut itself. Because I wouldn't mind doing a base layer like this all the way around for this depth. It's just this one's being cut down more for that particular reason. Dig, my precious. I was going to go back down in the pit, wasn't I? Yeah. Sure was. Did I? Nope. Alright, let's go. Let's take a look to see what damages this is doing. I haven't done too much coal, so I don't expect a whole lot of coal being in here. Actually, more than I thought. Way more than I thought. That's 8,000 coal. Didn't think we dug that much because I did empty it the last time to pay for more of the building. I need that $60,000-$70,000 extra. Yeah, that's over 8,000. That explains it. We've moved a ton. Well, this stuff in that isn't too much, but let's sell and get rid of all this dirt. I mean, that gets us back up a little bit. Yeah. Well, it's. I mean, this is actually working. I don't know how much of the stuff that we actually have, but I mean, we sold $20,000 worth of dirt. Ain't much of a gravel pit at this point in time, but actually, I don't even know. On a line, what would I do for that? Would it? It's not buildings. It's under factor or production. Like shake your screen. Basically any material, and it shifts over everything else, blasted coal and that. So it's basically like a trommel, right? The trommel just moves everything. Dirt and pay dirt go off on one side. Everything else goes off to that. Alright, so still has the gravel. I'm just kind of curious about what the heck I can do. Like a jaw crusher is obviously blasted rock, and solid rock goes into crushed rock. That makes perfect sense. I think the wash plant is just bigger than the sluice box. That's all that is. Cone crusher. Okay, that makes sense. Coal screen. Any material and coal off. Okay. Pay dirt and everything else goes down the line. So in theory, which was a coal crusher? $7,500. That's not bad. I almost want to feel like we should have one singular line, but I don't know. I mean, this way is working anyways for the coal, so I mean, it works. If it works, don't touch it. I have no idea how long that's going to last. Sell. Home quests. We have anything. We don't have much for here. Keep the lights on, iron. We don't have any wood in that side. Fire watch. Wood in the workbench, yeah. Wouldn't mind building a watchtower. Wouldn't mind building a road to a watchtower. I have 100% green energy. I'd rather have a nuclear power plant, but you know. So on the plus side, we did actually move a fair pile of dirt tonight. Obvious by us selling 20 grand worth of dirt. Oh crap. This is fun. At least dump my good paying dirt there. Okay, I'm getting out of it. I know it was going to go over one of these times. Alright, vehicles. Turn to inventory because that didn't work out well. Arvik. Alright, we got our toy back. We have our toy. Dum 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 dum. No. I guess. There. So quasi. Even though quasi didn't quite work out, but oh, where is my... There it is. It wandered away on me. Well, it's near the power pole. Alright, well. There we go. Get that corner cut. Decent amount of coal again. I mean, coal pays. Coal pays really well. Okay. And in we go. Okay, up we go. Holy crap, this road is entirely just coal. I mean, coal's good. We can do that contract. Doesn't add that much extra funds, but I'm selling the coal anyways. What the really, what's the difference? That does all go up, so we can cut that down and in a bit. Because again, it's like, yeah, that's all coal. surface coal. Not bad when you can have just surface coal like that. I didn't look to see if I had got a different loader yet or not. Purchase vehicles. Loaders. So I got the Arvik 10,000. 234, the Arvik 11. See, this thing has 7.3. The Arvik 10 is also 7.3, it's just newer. The Arvik 11 is 10. That is definitely a bigger machine. The Arvik 8 is way smaller. This thing's a monster at 26. Yeah, we can clear a ton and a half off that, no problem. Arvik 9 6.8. The deep coal miner, that's 6.7. But if we were only mining coal, that would actually work out pretty good. Oh, this is the inventory of condition. Bad. It's new paint. Turbo's fine, the battery's getting weak. So I could see us putting some serious coin into this thing pretty soon. So we need to mine a ton. Alright. Digging right down the coal seam. And off the side it goes. Alright. Diggy, 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 diggy. No, we're still digging a pile of dirt out, but I'm thinking this might actually be gravel, because I am thinking this road was actually a gravel road. In all honesty. Well, maybe it's just dirt. Yeah, we could be selling another 20,000 meter or dollars worth of freaking dirt. Working my way over to the pole is what I'm doing. That way I have a better guideline to where I'm going and how I expect to get there. Just about there. I'm not expecting by any means to dig out this new cut all tonight. Look how the other part is still running back there. Well, this one's just getting dumped in. And my system is working. at the pole. I'm saying it. I'm saying it right now. Well, I can tell you, we should definitely have a lot more coal now. Considering I didn't even, or I had not discovered that seam yet. That's a huge seam. Like, I think this one goes off, but I think it might be the one that comes back in. But this one is something else. It's the seam that keeps on giving. Also gonna have to clear that off. There's a huge lump in my way now. Alright, that's right at the entryway right here. That was a hefty little hit. That's a nice big swath of coal in there. This is going to be a nice payday. And now that we know that we can, the stacks are only 9,999. Actually, you know what? Let's go back down and find out. Alright, walking down the hill, falling on my ass. At least this game doesn't completely come to a stop when you actually do the autosave. Oh my. That's about 14,000 coal. That's a fair bit. Okay, first of all, let's go quests. Keep the lights on. Yes, we'll confirm that. Because, I mean, it's an extra $4,600 anyways. 90,000 and 40,000. I got promoted to a plant operator. 295,000. I think I can effectively afford some stuff. We'll keep this stuff for now. That was just a contract with the other quests. I got the coal one again. It's 5,000 now. Same amount of cash. So yeah, we can afford 302,000 right now. I am going to run up the hill. I'm going to buy, actually, while I'm thinking of running up the hill, that would be nice, but no, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the paving and I'm going to buy him. Just so he can flatten off the cut as I go. That's pretty cool. We made about $130,000 just off coal. That's decent. Alright, let's get this guy up here. Have him land on my head. Well, this thing has the vibro thing. So wait. Yeah, that levels things off nice. That's fucking sweet. Just look at that. Everything was super rough before. Immediately it's just smooth. Clunk, 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 clunk. Alright. This is actually pretty freaking awesome. That is way smoother. She is no speed demon. But holy crap. That works like a dream. I think I can live with all that. Carved some pretty good holes in some of this stuff, but oh yeah, this is so much nicer. This was worth every penny in buying, just simply because it makes my life so much nicer. And there we go. Now I just want to do this edge and lip here. Might struggle going up the hill backwards here, but that's alright. Definitely has a bit of a roll right here, don't it? I'm just gonna park him up one over here. Okay, I think that effectively... Oh, that worked out beautifully. That was well worth the price. $150%. That was worth the price. And we're actually ahead. Not sure how that happened, but we're ahead. That might be where the lumps came from, was it falling off the bucket. That's alright, we have a tool to fix that. Well, don't be going barrel assing down that dirt road anymore. Alright, let's burn around. I'm going to clean that up before I stop for the night. That's annoying. I'm up there at. Definitely curved it off though. Yeah, let's clean this crap off up here. Now this, all of this stuff is just dirt. But that already looks better. We'll have to think on the other stuff yet. Alright. We probably got a good quarter of this new cut cleared out. Ooh. That was a butt puckering moment. I'm not even gonna lie about that one. That was a butt puckering moment. Alright, we're just past the cut. Yeah. Now. But I tell you, if we need coal, a good way to find out what's actually down there too. We're digging up most of the coal. This is pay dirt here. And then we're right back into the coal seam. This is a huge coal seam here. Well, I think we are actually getting ahead now. It'll be even better once we actually get some more stuff set up, which I might actually just do a little bit off camera. I may actually follow that freaking scene too. Oh, I saved it that time. But yeah, I only need 5,700 more coal for the next mission, and it gives me another $4,600. Which I'll, before I log off, we'll wander down again and check everything out. That one was a bit of pay dirt. Alright, I'm gonna think about heading off here soon. Alright, let's go check it out. So again, we only need, actually let's just get the contract anyways. 5,700 coal. That's all we need is 5,700 of coal. There's dirt going back here, so we know. I do not have it yet. That rate going in there, we might though. Oh, we're done. Still not bad though. That'd still be about $20,000. We got a fair bit of dirt though. I'm liking that. That's just good old steady. But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And of course, if you guys never new here, been around for a while and just not subscribed yet, think about hitting that subscribe button. And you can do that below the video on the YouTube side, in the house scroll in the bottom right corner. Some say that he didn't know coal was black. I think he's an idiot and maybe colorblind. Well, wait, that doesn't make sense. It would still be black. Who knows? Smack him upside the head and push that button, would you? Then also flip over to the kick side, hit the follow and subscribe over there as well, and both the links to the channels are in, respectively, their descriptions below. And a bunch of other goodies, so make sure to check that out as well. And we'll see everyone on the next stream.